Hi, I am playing Akiba's Trip for the PS4. So, as the name might suggest, the game is set in Akiba, or Akihabara, if you want to go the full name of it. And if you look at sort of the title, and Akiba's Strip, the game is essentially, the way you fight is you hit people until their clothes start to break, and then you rip them off. And once you have taken all their clothes off, they either die or they slap you in the face and run away. So I am playing this on the PS4. As you can see, there's quite a few people is wandering around. There's all these stores and stuff. The interesting thing about this game is that it's set in Akihabara, and it's been created to sort of be almost, I guess, an exact replica of the actual real life location in Japan. There's probably more people around and more than one person working in the store, but it's a video game, what are you gonna do? So yeah, this is the PS4 version, so there's all these people wandering around. I can push them aside. Get out of the way button.
Really?
No, and he just ran away. Okay, so this is the PS4 version, and you can get it for the Vita and the PS3, but there's less people like wandering around in those versions, because obviously the PS4 is quite a bit stronger or more powerful, and the people sort of instantly load in, which is kind of annoying on the Vita version, where it takes so long to actually get people to load in.
Hello.
I'll do it later. So yeah, the Vita version, you just gotta sometimes leave it for like a minute before the people load in, which kind of gets annoying. But we don't have to worry about that this time, because this is the PS4 version. So let's just go in here. So I'm just gotten past I'm still in the tutorial, but it's sort of the introduction of the game, where the main character, which is me in this shirt and jeans, he goes to a job interview where instead of money they get paid for in rare sort of figurines, or rare limited edition anime stuff. And he gets drugged and turned into a pseudo vampire, I guess you can call it. And then the girl next to me, Shizuku, she comes in and...
How are you feeling?
She comes in and saves me unintentionally, because she was raiding the place. So we get out of there. I start breaking down because I was a failure, and she somehow fixes me by giving her some of her blood. So I'm alive now. I can somehow walk in the sun, even though I'm a pseudo vampire. And yeah, so we'll just go through this thing. So how are you feeling? Pretty much back to normal, energetic, like a muscle man. I'm feeling like a muscle man.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Alright, so one thing you might have noticed is that it's in English. The voices are in English. You can change it to Japanese, and they sound a lot better. But I figured for these
Don't forget what I told you yesterday.
videos,
Your body is extremely sensitive now. Exposure to direct sunlight could dissolve you completely.
this recording, I figured it'd be better to do it in English, so that if you're just listening to audio, or you're doing something else while you're watching it, you could just listen to it. Alright, so...
Keep a close eye on your clothing. Don't let yourself get stripped down.
They bring up the strip thing
I doubt
already.
the men who attacked us yesterday will give up quite so easily.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so either. Alright, so they're after my clothes, they're after your clothes, they're after your underwear. Yeah, we'll get that one.
I don't think they'll go quite that far.
Okay. There is one interesting thing about this game, is that if you're fighting a lot of opponents and you get a streak of 7, you strip off 7 clothing, you can actually strip off their underwear, which you can pick up off the ground, and you can get a trophy for picking up, I think, 30 of them or something.
Why do I get the feeling you're just as likely to attack me as anyone else?
You don't. Anyway.
They're here.
So you can get a trophy for picking up 30 pieces of underwear off the floor ground. You have to get it through that
It's her! We found her!
that combo. Found her.
Filthy failures with her too! Let's smush them both!
That's not
They're
very
the
nice.
same as us. Poor souls with a fatal weakness to sunlight.
Damn, why couldn't they have said girl?
Their sex is not our concern.
I'd rather strip off a girl than these
My
guys
mission
though.
is to fight them until they're subdued. You should be able to feel it too by now.
The power to
Power
fight.
to fight, awakening within you. Come,
Not as of yet.
join me in this battle.
Alright, let me out. I'm fighting, huh? Guess I'd better man up, or I suppose I don't have a choice. We'll leave a good impression. Should be more than capable of putting up a fight at this point. Let's take these guys down together. Alright, let's punch this guy. Bam, 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 bam. Hey! They have tough bodies, so physical punishment alone won't be enough to defeat them. Yeah. Target to clothing. Press triangle to attack the head, yeah. Circle is the upper body, and X is the lower body. Alright, so there's 3 sort of layers. The 3 pieces of clothing which a enemy can have. Alright, so all enemies should have pants and a shirt, and then some have headpiece as well. And they're more annoying because you don't even think they're aim anymore until they go. So yeah, just when they're blinking and they're purple, it means they've got, you can strip them. But if you are wanting to go for the platinum trophy in this game, you need one of the trophies is to get a chain of 200, as you can see I'm 77 now, and this is actually quite difficult to actually get during regular gameplay, so it's easier just to aim for it here. Just attack moves until you get the 200, because there's only 2 of them. There's no one else around where you can accidentally hit them. Sort of one-on-one, you shouldn't lose from your chain. One issue there. If you push them too far in there, you might lose the chain. 193. There we go. So that was easy enough. Yeah. We'll just finish this now. And because he's a vampire, he evaporates. Oh, he's not even a vampire. They're called synthesis in this game, where they don't suck blood, they absorb energy. So, pretty much a crappy version of a vampire. And we're safe. So, yeah.
We won.
We won the battle, yay! Oh, we would have got a trophy too if I didn't have it already. Where did the strength come from?
Who's that?
Not sure. Who is that? She somehow knows you?
Broski, you're alive!
No, she knows me.
I hadn't heard from you in 3 days. I thought maybe somebody chipped you off somewhere.
Nah, that wouldn't happen to me.
Stare.
So much better in Japanese, like G from stare.
Who's this lady?
Stupid.
She's not part of the freedom fighters, is she?
Yes. She saved my life. It's complicated. Just a girl who kissed me, that's all. Obviously, just a girl who kissed me.
Shut it. We all know you still have your V-card.
Who are you anyway?
Anyway, you must atone for leaving me alone and worried these past 3 days.
Is that so? I didn't mean to. It was out of my hands. I can do whatever the hell I want. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry.
The present situation is thus. There is approximately one little sister standing before you, desiring of a character tea, which that shop over there just got in.
Okay.
Your mission? Purchase shirt for adorable sister.
I can't say no to that. Please don't let it be expensive. Anything for my adorable little sister. That's probably... Please don't let it be expensive. Cha-ching! There we go. That was pricier than I had imagined. Is this to your liking, my lady? Obviously that
I'm
one.
happy now. Thanks, protagonist.
That's a play on antagonist, but I'm her brother.
I'll let it go with just a warning expenditure this time. But next time you disappear like that, you'd better be ready to declare bankruptcy.
I'm already bankrupt, damn it.
The other freedom fighters have been really worried about you too. So make sure you've got your story straight when you see them.
Ah, crap. Gotta make something up.
The longer you wait to explain yourself to everyone, the more danger you'll be in.
It's gonna be one of those groups, is it?
Also, between you and me, I'm a little embarrassed to see you traipsing about in such shoddy attire.
Hey, this is the standard shirt and jeans. Normal.
Stop by anytime you're back at base, and I'll give you a makeover. For a small fee, of course. Just something to keep in mind. The present situation, however, is that this sunlight shines far too brightly for a humble shut-in such as I.
So you're a vampire
Therefore,
too?
your adorable sister shall now coolly take her leave. I'll see you back at base.
Alright.
Your little sister is certainly unique.
One way of putting it. It's embarrassing. So she's pretty much hopeless. I'm proud to call her. Yeah, I'm proud to call her my little sister.
Are we far from the headquarters of these Akiba freedom fighters?
Only a
If
few
we
minutes
don't
away.
get moving soon, we could be attacked again at any moment.
Right, I'll take him down. Alright. Stairs. Wonder what it's trying to tell me. Probably go upstairs. Oh, email. Read that. I'm home, straight home, no detail. Everyone's worried about you. I think you should come straight back to base. Don't stop anywhere else, not even to pee. Do I pee now that I'm a vampire? It's an interesting question. This game's kind of cool because it's got like these screens up to show ads about games that are sort of out in Japan or coming out. that game looks really cool. I'm assuming it never came out over here. And there's another one somewhere. Pretty cool. Maybe it's not around here. But there's a Conception 2 one. Like poster. Showing that. Which did come out here. I haven't played it yet though. I do have it though. So what are you?
Hey!
I can't help you. Duty free. No. Anyway, so you want? Hello.
Hey there!
Ah, you sell stuff. Awesome. So yeah, there's 10,000, so I can buy something. There's sort of two bikinis. I can buy bikinis for my characters. Anyway, so there's sort of two main differences I've noticed between sort of this PS4 version and the PS Vita version. And one is that this guy actually sells clothes, whereas in the Vita version he only seems to sell like, stuff that you leave on the ground after you battle someone if you don't pick it up, or if someone strips you.
That it?
I'm gonna buy Greenie. I'm gonna buy it. I don't want that. I'm gonna buy
That it? Thanks a lot!
Anyway, so this guy is, if you get stripped off and you somehow lose your item, then you can come to this guy and you can buy it back for a lot cheaper than what you may have originally. Oh, that is awesome. What you may have originally paid for it. So if you go to one of a high-end store and end up buying a business suit or something which has a fair amount of armor, you'll be spending what, 35,000 or something on that. And if it gets stripped off, you'll lose that item and you'll have to buy a new one unless you go back to that store. We'll just keep going. Unless you go back to that store and you can buy them for I think 1,000. So you can do that, but this also sells like special weapons and stuff which don't seem to be in the Vita version, which is pretty cool. So this Prinny, this is I believe it's an Atlas game, so that's why you can buy a Prinny from the Disgaea. You can also get this Sonico's guitar and a few other items in there as well. So that's one of the major differences I noticed. No idea what that is. And the second of which is this visual editor function on your smartphone, where you can add effects to the actual game. So if I go to this one, I can turn everything red, and it's called Akiba. So everything's been turned red and it looks creepy and all that crap. So if we've got that Akiba. Dreamtimer brightens everything up. Bib Trip Runner is neons, I guess. Mangled Life adds a different thing, which is pretty cool. Faded Memories, I'm not sure about that one. Always Sunny is that one, so I might play in Manga Life actually. So it's more like a manga. The colors are more abstract like, I guess. So those are the two sort of main differences, besides the fact that there's more people and they load up like almost instantly when you go to a new area. I think I have to go this way. Yeah, that's sort of it. So we're finally moving on to, I guess, the story's finally moving forward.
This place.
Mission success. Proceed to Mogra.
Is this Mogra?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Welcome back, Master.
Thanks, Cuddy.
Oh, is it really you?
Yes. Yes, it is. They should have just made me stick with this specific name. They could have.
You've been gone for 3 whole days, man. Where you been?
Hi, Pops. Oh,
The hell were you thinking disappearing like that? I thought for sure you'd been kidnapped. And what's with the high-quality 3D next to you? Something smells real fishy here.
I think it's a fish behind the counter. Smells really fishy. Oh yeah, I can tell you real worried when she said my life we're dating. Let's see what reaction I get.
Now, we both know that ain't true.
Oh.
If you're gonna lie, at least make it believable.
I don't like you, Pops. How can I possibly explain this to them? I thought I just did. She's kissed me. Should be enough, right?
You serious? Man, I never would have guessed all those rumors floating around Akiba were actually true.
That guy, he sounds like Tomoki or on Host Club. It might be the same guy.
What, you mean you haven't heard them? There've been like a million clips about it. People getting kidnapped and turned into monsters, then terrorizing the locals.
Maybe it's not Tomoki, it's
Yeah, that's...
Hikaru? Karu? One of them.
They steal life energy from people. In other words, they drain their vitality, effectively killing all enthusiasm and zeal.
It's kinda... That's kinda like Ni no Kuni, where you gotta sort of gather enthusiasm for some really enthusiastic and then give it to someone who's very
so
lethargic.
What you're saying is those recent news reports of people being discovered in deeply lethargic states.
Sort of game mechanic.
It's because they've been attacked by these synthesters?
Synthesters. Okay, that's how I pronounce it.
I'm afraid so.
I think I understand.
Oh, that's good.
This is one of those truth is stranger than fractions things, right?
Not quite.
That would be fiction, Cotty. Truth is stranger than fiction.
So let
Listen
me
to
get
this
this
guy.
straight. You go off to apply for some shady as hell job where your employer somehow drugs you and turns you into a monster?
Sounds about right.
And nothing leading up to that set off a red flag. You are seriously the world heavyweight champion of dumbass.
That wasn't particularly nice, Toko. Plus, it wasn't just me. There's those other 2 guys that attacked me. They'd obviously done the same thing.
Come on, Toko, he's been through enough already. Besides, getting lured in by LE Swag makes total sense, considering who we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm awesome. I'm a sucker for a pre-figurine. Well, I didn't even see the figurine, so that's not... Materialism is an alluring mistress.
Oh, for the love of... Do you even comprehend how much trouble you've caused everyone? You don't exist in a vacuum, you know.
That's good, because I wouldn't be able to breathe otherwise. Can you see it in your heart to forgive me? That's obviously
So ignoring
the right
these 2 for the moment,
What?
I believe introductions are in order.
Quite possibly.
I'm
Who
Yuto,
are you?
Yuto Tachibana. May I have your name as well?
Mine is Shizuku. Shizuku Tokikaze.
We call ourselves the Akiba Freedom Fighters. Together, we voluntarily patrol the streets of Akihabara, keeping an eye out for trouble.
Let's bring in Akihabara thing, so we now know we are in
He's one of us as
Akihabara.
well, and this bar serves as our base of operations.
That's right, and I'm one of the central figures in our illustrious group. Name's Kaito Tachibana, and the pleasure's mine. As
That's
you might have
freaked me
figured
out.
out, I'm Yuto's older twin brother. Best way to tell us apart? I'm the one with all the ideas.
I think the easiest way would be that you don't wear glasses.
Is one of those ideas being out of school and unemployed?
You shut
possible.
up! You shut up and you die! Little brothers can't show up big brothers. It's against the rules.
Shut up. You shut up and you die. That's a South Park thing, isn't it?
Yes, that's enough now. I'm Kati Raikkonen. I blew on in from Finland to Japan so I could see and do its cool busy culture.
Not quite right.
I believe what she's trying to say is that she flew here from Finland to study the cool culture of Japan.
Which it is pretty cool, that
Name's
culture.
Kihachi Sugiyama. I'm the manager of this here game bar, Mogra, where people can knock back a few while they play these old classic arcade cabinets.
Your voice isn't really
Feel free
good.
to just call me Pops. Everybody else around here does.
Mustache.
But you're welcome to call me Dear Sweet Old Man if you prefer.
He's got a face fit for the FBI's most wanted list, doesn't he?
Hey,
But he's a good guy. Don't worry.
you could have said that sooner, you know.
I'm Toko Sakisaka. I grew up with this dolt and just can't seem to get away from him, despite my best efforts.
Well, you haven't tried very hard. And you shouldn't have been worrying about me if you didn't want to be near me. I was only gone for 3 days. Anyway, so yes, you can press square to hide the window. So if you want to screenshot specific things, you can view everyone just standing around while you're in the middle of conversation. So that's handy. And there's Ynet up there. Go to couch.
No need for formalities with me. Everybody just calls me by my first name. Incidentally, thanks for saving him.
You want to get away from
I
me, and
happened
then
upon him during a mission.
Yeah,
It was good
different.
fortune, nothing more.
There is one other member of our group, but she's like a rare monster spawn. She should pop eventually. Guess you'll need her then.
We're a monster spawn. Let's get her.
So, what's the plan?
Plan is to switch this English.
Do we all pile
Voices
into the
to
police
Japanese.
station and tell them Akiba's infested with monsters?
I think that's the first.
They'd
thing
never
we should
believe a
do.
word of it.
The police like
Why
that.
not? I mean, we can show them living proof. You're one of these synthester things now yourself, right?
I'm not really sure.
No, that's no good. He'd get dissected and have weird sciencey tests run on him.
No, we can't have that. They're not
going
going to give
the
me LE
police would
goods.
involve giving him up as a noble sacrifice. That sounds reasonable.
Only because you're not the one that's going to be given to science.
Don't even joke about that.
Thank you, Tokyo.
Besides, shouldn't we be more concerned with trying to get him back to normal?
Why?
I mean, if he stays like this, he'll start attacking people sooner or later, right?
Good point. I
That
hadn't
should be
thought
no
of that.
concern. He will not attack others against his will, at the very least.
So if
He
I
won't?
attack someone, I can blame it on that?
Well, what do you think? You're the one in the hot seat here.
It is true. So let's look more into the synthesters. Let's find a way to make me human again, or watch DeviantArt anime. I don't care about being human. Since the synthesters, Shizuku seems to know enough, so I'll watch my anime.
Yeah, I guess you did miss 3 days worth of television. Makes sense you'd want to catch up.
Thank you.
By which I mean Toko's right. You really are a dumbass. Seriously, you make even me look upstanding.
I don't believe it. I think that shirt is just a standard anime character. Thought it was someone in particular.
There's still an awful lot I don't get, though.
Yeah, well, you're an old man.
Like, if there's hard evidence of monsters in Akiba, shouldn't the police already be on it?
Until we're certain of that, all we can do is our duty as freedom fighters and investigate.
Oh, hey, Tokikaze, would you care to help us out with that?
What?
Well,
What?
I mean, you seem pretty familiar with these things. So come on, what do you say?
I'm just gonna set it to
It
order
is true
and it will just
that
go.
I've been researching them. But I'm being specifically targeted by them as well, and I don't wish to involve you all in my affairs.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. I'm already stuck
I
there.
think
though.
that ship has already sailed.
No kidding. These creeps have already changed one of our guys into some kind of freaky vampire.
Hey,
So
you
yeah,
don't even know if I've
you can help with
changed.
that, we ain't gonna stop you.
All right.
Okay then, perfect. Shizuku, please write name and cell phone number in the group registry.
Cell phone? I'm sorry, I don't have one of those.
That's rather unusual in this day and age, but if you don't have a cell number, your email address will do just fine.
Well,
You don't have one of those either?
Sounds like you're a tough one to get a hold of. I guess it would be kind of awkward to ask for your home number, huh?
actually, I haven't been home in quite some time. There were problems.
Oh no. Not problems.
So you're an honest-to-goodness, real-life runaway, all mired in melodrama?
I didn't run away exactly, and I do have a place to stay.
This
Place
is
with
dragging
plenty
on a
of
bit.
manga. They even have a shower there.
Don't tell me you're staying in a manga cafe.
Do you not have anywhere else to go?
I guess they're trying to build it up a
Seems
bit,
you've got
but
some heavy stuff going on.
explaining things, but it does take quite a while.
Upstairs here is all stark and bare and empty.
Are you trying to say something?
Oh yeah, you're right. I think we got some bedding squirreled away around here too. What do you say, Shizuku? If you like, you're free to stay on the second floor here for a spell.
How big is
And
this
we
room?
won't take no for an answer.
If it's very
Meeting
big,
you like this
I want
feels
it.
like it's gotta be more than a coincidence. Know what I mean?
Having you around can only be to our benefit if we're to continue
You know what I
studying these
mean.
monsters. It would seem to be a win for all parties.
Then we all agree. The Akiba Freedom Fighters have a new member. 3 cheers! Bob on!
But wait,
Bob on.
I haven't agreed to anything.
Ah well. Hey, I get to do something awesome. Please, for me, congrats, freedom fighter. Yep, that one.
All right. Just for a little while.
Hey,
Thank you for having me.
your pressure always wins.
Okay, so here we freedom fighters stand, in the midst of a maelstrom.
What is this? Do they keep talking? Nope.
You said you fought some of these things already. Aside from that, you ever done any real hand-to-hand combat?
Of course. I was forged
I
in
never meant
Togo's
to
wrath.
forge anything. You just mean we fight so often you happen to get something out of it, right?
I'm not sure I'd even call those fights.
no.
They seem to be more like tests of endurance to me.
Huh? What was that?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Yeah, you're an idiot, you know.
See,
That
I'm
was
getting a little
obviously
worried
gonna
now.
happen.
Hey, I know. A friend of mine runs a coliseum in Akiba, or a
Oh, how
battle arena, I
convenient.
guess, whatever you want to call it. Might be a good place to get yourself caught up on the basics of combat. You want, I'll introduce you.
Was that meant to be a question?
For real? What kind of person is this? Who the hell runs a battle arena in Akiba?
My thoughts exactly,
Just a
Kato.
martial arts nut I know who found herself managing the place, that's all. But she doesn't let just anyone step into the ring. You gotta pass some kind of test first or something.
So what is a
I'll
test?
give her a call and let her know what's up. So you better get going.
Say my name.
And take Shizuku with you too. A little extra training can't hurt any, right?
Unless I break an arm or something.
I think Toko should go with. She can probably force your way in there, no problem. Test be damned.
That's probably
Watch
a
your
good
tongue.
idea.
I am a dainty and respectable lady. You got that? Seriously, rude much?
Dainty and respectable.
It's not a bad idea, though. So whom will you escort to the arena? Shizuku or Toko?
That's the only choice I get. I can go with Kati too. This is a very difficult decision. Alright, so in this game there's multiple endings. So you've got a Toko ending, you've got a Shizuku ending. Toko ending's the default one, I think. Kati I don't think has an ending. You got a sister ending, and you've got a... There's 2 more endings. So there's, what, 5? Oh, sorry. There's, what, 5 endings, maybe? And Toko's the default. And when you go in new game, you can choose a setting, so you that tells you which is the correct response to choose for the other people. So I think I'll just go with Toko.
What?
Just do the default
Why me?
ending. Because I want to do the default ending. I just explained that.
I guess it makes sense, actually. You go by yourself and they'll wipe the floor with you. So for your sake, yeah, I'll go along.
Oh, wow. I don't want you
The
anymore.
battle arena is on the other side of Main Street and right past Jump Street. You got that?
Junk Street, huh? I wonder if that's the actual name of that street.
Come on, let's get this over with.
Hey, I'm gonna take my time. Ah, do you have a moment? Just let me go, damn it. So, yeah, as I was explaining before, there's multiple endings, and this guy here will tell me which ending I am currently, like, which character ending I'm currently in. So if I talk to this guy, I'll ask how I'm regarded, and he will say, Shizuku doesn't care about me, Toko doesn't care about me, and Toko likes me the most, which means I'm currently Toko's character arc ending. So I can switch to Shizuku here. I'll just talk to you. So I can switch to Shizuku so she comes with me, but then I can't do the main mission because I chose Toko before. So there is a few of those things that happen, I guess. Alright, let's go to the battle arena. Prinny looks pretty cool. Well, I've got an email, so I'll read the email. Alright, it's the arena manager. Yay, Spunky Warriors. And let loose and open the floodgates of your desire. And I'm not talking about those floodgates. Okay, of course. And you've also, in this game, you've got a pitter feed, which is not really sure, but you can you just read it, and it's got a load of crap in there, really. Talking about food, or yeah, that one's food. This one was talking about people getting kidnapped. They're just really weird. Got a camera. It's gone. Let's go back. Attack. Map. Okay, because I haven't gone anywhere, I'll go. I'll stay here because there is. There she is. There are shop assistants all over the place. And they give you flyers, which are apparently real flyers from Akihabara. So I think I can view them in the encyclopedia. Where is it? Is that nicknames? No, add flyers. Okay. Yeah, so if I go down and find, oh, I've got a few. So if I go to this one, the Akiba Crane Lab one. So that's a real flyer, apparently. That's a Made Dreamin' one. And so is that one? Do I have two of those? Look the same. I think they are, even though they're different. What's this one? Lamtara. DJ club members. Anyway, so yeah, you can view these flyers, and after every few sort of main missions you do, you can come back and get a new one off them. There's a trophy for collecting 100 of them, I think. Oh, no. 100 of them of the 150, or 132 or something like that. don't get caught. Good. So yeah, you gotta sort of. Thank you. Damn it! Oh, good. She got away. That's a donation lady. She wants you to donate. I don't want to do that. Let's go map again. A lot of people in here. No. Working. Alright. So if you want to leave the game or restart the game, you can go here and leave Akiba. And then when you start a new game, you'll be able to use let's reconsider all the armor and weapons that you're currently using. You know, I haven't done it because I want to keep what I've got, obviously, but yeah, I guess you could do that if you're having trouble. I already talked to you, didn't I? Yeah. I'll go radio kite in the area. There should be. Oh, whoops, sorry, Shizuku. Hello. Oh yeah, what's up, Shiz dog? I think I scared her.
Thank
Want me
you.
to show you around? Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay, I think I freaked her out. There's a maid. Yeah, thank you. Right.
Yeah?
Oops.
Here.
Go through here. Where does this go? Exit the map. Ah. Alright, when going through there later in the game, it gets you into a new area, so that's where I was hoping to get with that, but it didn't work. Shoot, that way it gets you into another area too. I don't see names of the people. So we're now on Main Street. Another flyer. So if you go here, no, it's not that one. Yeah, it is that one. So if you go in here, you can. Hey, policeman. You can buy.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. You can buy jackets and business suits. So at the moment, I got the prices a bit wrong earlier, but at the moment, you can't wear girls' clothes. There's a reason for that, and you can't. Yeah, I don't.
Thank you very much.
Want to buy anything, and you can't change the clothes of your companions at this stage. You can once you get to a certain point in the game, so it's something to look forward to, I guess. One mission you actually have to put girls' clothes on, which is what unlocks the ability, and it's actually kind of weird. It's a weird mission. You know, the whole game is kind of. I don't want to go that way, but the whole game's sort of weird considering that you got to strip people in order to beat them up. So you just sort of go with it. There we go. Soft map. There's another shop assistant. But I have noticed that because I'm using this manga view, it seems I can't. I'll set it back to default. That's better. Oh, okay, that did make a difference. What? Other things. Display. Damage display. Map UI. Nope. I can't see what kind, like, what type of person they are on top of their heads. Normally that'd be goth lolly. It would say goth lolly there, like above her head, but it's not for some reason. Not really sure why. He would be a... No, not a ruffian. Riffraff, I think he'd be called. Should be an Akiba girl. AKW 48. It's not quite right, is it? It's meant to be AKB 47. Wait, I need to go on the other side of the street. Sorry. There's a foreigner there. You can talk to any one of these people and get out of the way. Oh, he almost hit me. No, you can't actually get hit by the cars, which is disappointing. But yeah, you can talk to anybody that's walking around on the street. So you can sort of get things out of them. Hello. Yo. Wow. Oh, sorry. If you start a fight and hey, Sonico, if you start a fight and those sales assistants get caught up in it, and you beat them up, they'll be straight back when you come back onto the thing. So that's sort of it's handy to actually know. I know I was worried about that when I first did it. So you like just walked into the battle and I'm thinking, ah shit. She came straight back. There's another. Oh, sorry. Looking into people, you just push them out of the way and like, oh. Right, let's talk to this guy. Hello. People who only acknowledge the university. Yeah, so people have different reactions too, depending on what nickname you're using. Well, I don't have a nickname currently, it looks like. I did. Anyway, so that's fine. But you can change the way that you walk as well. That one I'm just staggering all over the place somehow. For some reason. That's just... Whoa, hello. Relax sometimes, yeah, whatever. Okay. I'm sort of just stumbling around. So, that one's not exactly helpful. So I'll just remove that. I'll get another one once I do the arena. Okay, this. Oops, sorry. Bad streets. Alright. We're in the side streets. Yay! There's lots of maids, goth lollies. Sales assistant. Cool.
Whoa!
Free spirit. Even though he's just a lazy shit. Junk Street. Yeah, I'll go there. No. She's got headphones. Headphones are expensive. But they're good because they help you keep alive longer. There's one extra piece of clothes that someone has to rip off before you get game over.
Jeez.
Sorry, you're in my way. And then, thank you. Take your stamina crate. Press triangle. We have to get that one. Oh, there we go.
Jeez.
Alright, so triangle. You press triangle, which I knew showed you sort of where you had to go, but it seems it also has these in things. So it tells you which stores you can go in, it tells you what kind of people they are. So you're an Akiba girl, aren't you? So you became a nerd because your sister was a nerd, fair enough. That's alright. I'm an otaku as well, I guess. You're a tourist. Alright, so this way, I have to go this way to get to the battle arena. But I think I will stop here for the moment and come back to that later. Just saying. Save it, that one. I haven't fought with my printer yet. So, yeah.